We are going to Coit Tower. I am just below Telegraph Hill. Over there in the distance is the Bay Bridge, the other San Francisco bridge, and right below Pier 29, Pier 31, and I believe this is Treasure Island over there. And this in front of me is Telegraph Hill and Coit Tower. So let's go there. I guess those are names of people who contributed to the building of this park. Coit Tower, this 210-foot monument, was built in 1933 with monies by Lily Hitchcock Coit to beautify the city she loved. Frescoes were painted in the interior. So let's take a walk around Treasure Island, Bay Bridge. It is said that from the top of the tower there is one of the best 360-degree views of San Francisco, and I have no reason not to believe it. It's a shame that we cannot go inside because the frescoes, besides the view of course, because the frescoes are said to be painted in the so-called realism. I don't know the exact term, but it's similar to socialist realism, what former communist countries used as a propaganda. The working class was the main topic of various paintings and sculptures to celebrate the working people. And I guess this is kind of an American cousin of socialist realism. But that doesn't necessarily mean that in spite of the communist and socialist desire to picture working class, that all the paintings are bad. Some of them are kind of interesting, nice. And here is another fresco. We see the mailman picking up letters from the mailbox, and a crowd of people on the street, and a car accident back there. Quite interesting. There also was some time after the turn of the century, maybe 15 years ago or so, I don't remember exactly, an interesting movie about wild parrots of San Francisco. I don't see any of them here. It was a critically acclaimed movie, and if I remember correctly, the topic was the homeless man somehow developed a relationship with wild parrots that lived here on the hill, and nowadays I hear it throughout San Francisco. And those parrots were originally from Peru or Bolivia, and the story goes that they either escaped or the owners let them go because they were too noisy and didn't want to bother with them anymore. So that was the place where they lived at the time. I see some bird over there, but I doubt it's a parakeet. Yeah, the tower is quite tall. Unfortunately, we cannot go there. Closed. Closed, closed, closed. It's an interesting view at the Bay Bridge from here. There is some barge behind or below under the bridge. I guess that's Alcatraz in the distance. During gold rush days, a lookout station in a structure on this spot observed and signaled the arrival of incoming vessels. And here we have Golden Gate Bridge. Golden Gate Bridge in the distance, and famous hilly San Francisco. And everything closed as expected due to COVID restrictions. But people still come. Time to go down. I hope I will find my car. I'm not sure if this is the right way. But the worst that could happen, I'll have to go back. And there are residential houses, no doubt pretty expensive. They have beautiful view, that's quite clear. And I see the turn in the completely opposite direction than where I parked. So up one more time, and I have to take the other side of the hill. I lost memento. Bingo is lost. Oh, this company name rings a bell, but I don't recall now if they are providing maps like Google Maps or something similar. But he does have a lot of stuff on the car and around the car. And this is the right way for me to go down, because I parked my car in the residential neighborhood. Coyote advisory. Coyotes have been seen in this area. Our open space serves as an urban refuge for all our wildlife. Coyotes are native to California and are naturally wary of people, and we want to keep it this way. Cool. Right in the middle of the city. San Francisco port is quite busy in normal times, especially for cruise ships, but that industry came to an abrupt halt due to pandemic. And on the other side of the bay is Port of Auckland, one of the biggest, maybe the second biggest on the west coast, commercial port. Guglielmo Marconi, 1874, 1937. Yeah, there are quite a few things named after Mr. Marconi in San Francisco. Yeah, you can catch a glimpse of the bay from various streets in San Francisco. And this is the end for today. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe right below.